what my practice has always been in regards to folks that are in the military, I don't want to do anything that prevents you from entering the military. All right, Mr. Grote, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to park you for so long. As you can see, today has been really one of those days. But we're ready to go. I do have a pen here, sir. Did you have a chance to read through the waiver of attorney document?
I did, and I signed it.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and bring that forward, and I'm going to sign it now. Thank you, sir. All right, you can hold on to that. Yep, thank you. Okay. Okay, and you had no questions about this document, nothing you wanted to discuss with the court?
No, sir.
Okay, it just says I have to question you to make sure everything's fine. So we're going to do that. Go
Yes,
ahead
sir.
and sign off on this. And then we'll go ahead and proceed with the case resolution today. Okay, so you are Emmanuel Prince Grote, 25, high school diploma. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to read and understand the English language?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are giving up some rights today on your original charges of driving while suspended second degree and operating a vehicle without an interlock that we're going to review on the record. You do have the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury in the county where the crimes alleged to have been committed. You have the right to remain silent before and during trial and the right to refuse to testify against yourself. You have the right at trial to hear and question witnesses who testify against you. You have the right at trial to testify and have witnesses testify for you. Witnesses can be made to appear at no expense to you. You're presumed innocent unless the charge is proven beyond a reasonable doubt or you enter a plea of guilty. And you have the right to appeal a finding of guilt after trial. Do you understand all those rights, sir?
Appeal the finding of guilt. What does that mean exactly?
Yeah, so it means that if you went forward with a trial, either a bench or a jury trial, and you were convicted, you could ask a higher court, in this case, the Superior Court in Clark County, to review the decisions in that case to make sure that they were proper. So you would have appeal issues and appeal perhaps the decision of either on a legal issue or an issue of evidence or something of that nature.
Sir.
Any questions about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understand that in pleading guilty today, you're waiving or giving up those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are pleading guilty to two classifications of charges. The first classification is on the driving while suspended third degree, which is your amended charge. That's a simple misdemeanor now, subject to 90 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. The interlock violation is still a gross misdemeanor, subject to 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. There is a pretrial agreement that I'm holding up. You understand the court does not have to follow anyone's recommendation as to sentence, but can sentence you up to the maximum authorized by law. Court can place you on probation on these matters for 2 years, during which time you'd pay cost, fees, and assessments as authorized by law. There is a special notation on the interlock portion at box L that talks about that any interlock term you currently have with a state can be extended based on this new conviction. That is not something within the court's discretion. It is required by the law. So do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To the charge of driving while suspended third degree, I'm going to write a factual basis, I think, here, Ms. Carmi.
Yeah, with pro se's, I had been checking the box to review PC for the
Okay.
factual basis
Fair enough.
instead of putting words in their mouth.
All right, so let's jump here. So to the charge of driving while suspended third degree, taking place on May 7th, 2025 in the city of Battleground, Washington. How do you plead?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you making the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Has anyone made any promises to you other than the pretrial agreement?
No, sir.
Okay. Reviewing the officer's probable cause statement, give me just a moment. It appears that the facts proven would be on May 7th, 2025 in the city of Battleground, Washington, that you were operating a motor vehicle. It's like the officer made contact for the taillight not functioning, and during the time of that contact, he noted that your license was in a suspended status. Is that a correct factual statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The second charge is operating a vehicle without an ignition interlock device. That factual basis would be that on May 7th, 2025 in the city of Battleground, Washington, In regards to the interlock violation charge that date, how do you plead?
I plead guilty, sir.
Are you entering that plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
On that case, has anyone made any threats or promises to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Factual basis for that charge will be on May 7th, 2025 in the city of Battleground, Washington, that you operated a motor vehicle at a time that you had a designation on your drive status of requiring any vehicle you operated to have an ignition interlock device. And the vehicle you were in that particular date was like a 1999 Nissan Frontier, was not properly equipped. Is that a correct statement?
That's correct, sir.
I will accept the plea on that. Find it knowing, intelligently, and voluntarily made after advice of rights. I was going to say advice of counsel, but you're representing yourself. I'm just making a note here, factual bases, orally provided. Consent by defendant. All right, I'm going to find you're making a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary plea. Ms. Carmi, I turn this over to you.
Yes. So,
And it looks like Mr. Grote did not sign the plea form.
oh, you know what? I did not check that part. I gave it to him, but
That's fine. He signed here. You have your pen
Yep.
still, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor. I know this says it's acknowledged via Zoom. If you could just sign your name because you're the only one representing yourself, just right above that for me, please. Thank you.
so Your Honor, the recommendation that we ask you to follow that we've discussed with the defendant is 3 days work crew, which is standard for DWS 10 days work crew for the IID violation.
Thank
He is planning to get that done very quickly. I'll tell you that, per standard procedure, we're asking for the 2 years of bench probation. We are allowing him to argue that issue with you. He, I think, wants to get the 13 days done as quickly as possible, and is going to schedule those right away. He has told us that his goal is to enter the service and you can't be on probation. He gave me some paperwork showing that he has started, I think, the medical examination part of that.
My bad. I've completed the ASVABs and completed the medical exam part of it. So next
Okay.
would be to swear in and pick a day for basic training.
So
So, yeah.
what my practice has always been in regards to folks that are in the military, I don't want to do anything that prevents you from entering the military. That said, I generally require documentation that shows that you have enlisted. Usually you can get that prior to going to basic training. So my practice is if your court obligations are completed and you have enlisted in the military, I am always something that I am always willing to consider releasing you from your probation obligations. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm not gonna make a ruling on that today because I want actual documentation. Because from time to time, people say they're doing something and they don't end up doing it, okay?
Understood.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Grote, I'm gonna ask you just a couple of things, and then you can certainly say whatever you would like. In regards to your financial circumstances right now, that's one of the considerations the court has. Can you tell me where you are financially at this time?
At the time when I had gotten the charge, I was very broke and poor. I lost my career and I wasn't working for about 9 months. My career, I have a CDL. I was a truck driver, but I was actually a diesel mechanic. And because my license was suspended and I was living on my own, paying a lot for my place, I ran out of money. And so when I had gotten the interlock device and I had the restricted driver's license, but I thought I could get it removed. And I just didn't read the back of the license. And I started working and I had just received that truck. And I was using it to get to work and I was on my way to get my registration. And the week after that, I was gonna get the interlock device installed in my car. But then my tail light was up, so life just kind of just happened.
So here's what we're gonna do, because I heard what I needed to hear. So that 9 months you weren't working, I am gonna find that you are indigent under what's called the Blazina analysis, meaning I'm gonna waive all fines, fees, and costs.
Sure.
So in regards to your sentence on count 1, It'll be $1,000 fine. I'm going to suspend all 1,000. On count 2, it's a $5,000 fine. I'm going to suspend all 5,000. So I'm not going to impose any fines, fees, or costs.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to follow the recommendation exactly in regards to the sentencing. So it's count 1, 90 days with 87 days suspended, leaving 3 days to serve on work crew. Count 2 is 364 days in jail with 354 days suspended, leaving 10 days to serve on work crew. That's a total of 13 days of work crew. I don't think our work crew chief is still here, so you may have to come back tomorrow to get signed up for work crew.
Yes, sir.
Because you want to get this done sooner, and it sounds to me like you're going to be diligent. Normally, I'd kick this all the way out to October.
Yeah.
I'm going to set it out just a month. Do you
Yes,
think
sir.
that's sufficient time?
To get it done, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to set this out just 1 month. I'm going to find the conditions. It's a bench probation for 24 months. Again, we'll review it as soon as you come back with your paperwork.
Yes, sir.
No driving without a valid license and insurance, no law violations. I've suspended all fines, fees, and costs. I'm setting this out 1 month. Closest date I have, let's go just over a month, would be August 21st at 1:30. Now, this court form is going to say that at that time I'm reviewing work crew. If your work crew is done, clerks are going to probably try to cancel it, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm also want to look at probation. Okay, so we're going to keep this on to determine if we're going to have probation. So you're going to bring your military documents with you as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so even if they're canceled, they say, oh, I think you're done. You still want to appear.
Yes, sir.
Bring your documents.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for me about what the court's done today or what you need to do?
No, sir. I got a mission. I don't want to get it done.
Fair enough. All righty, sir. We'll get you some paperwork at that desk by the door. Like I said, work crew chief's probably not here. So come back tomorrow during business hours. You can ask to talk to him. Devin comes in about 10 o'clock on Fridays or not at all? After 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
This is information for you from the city attorney. I'm going to hand that back to you, sir, and paperwork by the door. Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.